everybody. Got a new project for you today. We're going to do a relief landscape that looks like embossed metal, silver. So I've got everything laid out here that we're going to need. So I'll give you a quick view of that. We need a piece of cardboard, nice and stiff. This is a mat board like we use for framing. And then I got some pizza box lid. It's really cool because we're going to make layers with it. And when you peel back the name of it, you can see, look, it's what you call corrugated cardboard. Makes nice sounds, also makes nice texture. And I got some extra pieces so I can layer it up. I've got different size buttons I can glue on. Glue, tin foil, and some brushes and paints. Acrylic paint or watercolor paint, whichever you have. That's great. So first thing I'm going to do, I got my board. I'm thinking of doing a landscape with 3 trees. So I'll walk you through that. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just pour out a bit of white glue, or you could use a glue stick, or if you don't have glue, if you got tape, tape works too. I got a glue brush, an old brush that I don't really care about, not a good painting brush. Or if you have popsicle sticks at home, anything like that. So I'm just going to put it along the bottom. And I don't need to put tons of glue on because I'm going to cover this all up with tin foil before I'm done. Okay, so there is another layer of hills. Okay. So, and I think what I might do, just to keep that from moving around too much, I'm just going to get a little bit of masking tape and just scotch tape, masking tape, really doesn't matter because you're going to cover it up. And that'll just help the glue to dry and keep it in place while it's drying. Okay, so tree trunks. Let's just do 3 trees. So I have straws. So if I want a fat tree, I could put 2 or 3 trunks together. And I'm going to tuck them in. See how I got them tucked in? So my cardboard is like a little pocket. So I'm just going to tuck them in where I think I want trees. So, and again, I think I'll just use my tape to hold the trees in place. Nobody's going to see it, remember? We're going to cover it up. Okay, now, so there's our tree branch, our tree trunks. But we need leaves. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take newsprint. I ripped off a strip of newsprint. You could use a newspaper, a magazine, anything like that. And just, I'm going to crinkle it all up. So I'm just going to brush some more glue on there. It can be a little sloppy. It's okay. Sometimes it's fun to be messy. All right, so I'm going to squish that on there. So we have our picture like this. Now, we're going to lay the tin foil on top, shiny side down. Always put a bit of glue on your cardboard too. If you find it's not sticking very well, get a little bit more glue in my brush, and I'm just going to rub some glue onto my cardboard to help the tin foil lay flatter. One thing. You can see things like our cardboard, our corrugated cardboard, and our tree branches. They're starting to take shape. Tucked in there. And let's go around our flowers too. Some things will show up better than others, and it's all just for fun and experimenting. Okay, all right. So you can see this is starting to take shape. Okay, so got it like this. I'm just going to take and now I'm going to start to fold the edges under. So, just like I'm kind of wrapping a present here. I'm still going to keep rubbing things down, making sure. Okay? Okay, looking good. Okay, looking pretty interesting. See the light? I got one little tear, but that's okay. Remember when you're doing this at home, take your time. Don't rush it like I am. Go a little slower. Fall in love with your project. Okay, now we can add some color. I've got watercolors, or like I said, acrylic watercolors, whichever you like. So let's get some green in there. The metal's going to show through, or this tin foil is going to show through, so it's always going to be nice and silvery. This gives it a nice look. Get lots of color on your brush. Water will evaporate, leaving only the color behind, which is going to look pretty nice. You can see I've got a puddle here, but I'm not worried about that. It's going to go away. These are meant to look kind of like antique, so let's mix some purple and brown together. I've done my ground here, but I didn't do my flowers because I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back in a couple of hours and I'm going to put some other colors. Maybe I'll get some red paint and orange paints to color that. And when that's all dry too, that's when I'll go back and do my tree trunks in brown or black. Or if you've got acrylic paint, you could do white if you want them to be like poplars or birch. So there you go. I have an antique relief. How do you like it? Have fun.